Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to go over the viewer comments from last week's Rant of the Week, where I went over the first 3 Bay movies. Now, I can't do that. Sorry, Alex is here, so everyone say hi to Alex. Alex, say hi to everyone.
Hello!
So she's behind the scenes. She's actually going to read the comments for us. If this works out, maybe we'll continue it. If not, whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. It's like usually I look at the little viewfinder so I know what I'm on screen, and I had it angled so that she could see it, but it's like I can't work like that. I have to see it. So anyway, so we're gonna go over all the viewer comments. Reply to them all on video. So I used to do this a lot, only by myself without Alex. But I figure, what the hell? Let's start it up again, and hopefully we can get on more of a trend with it again. So, shall we begin?
Okay. The first question is comment, sorry.
I guess some more questions, but anyway.
Question, comments, concerns is from XX Nacho Supreme 69XX. It's a great username. Okay, he says, very good theory, and I've always loved, TF 1 through 3. Not sure why they get so much hate. I have a few things to point out, though. For one, the Decepticons have no influence on human technology because the Allspark turned human tech into Autobots as well, according to the comics and toy bios.
Okay.
There's still more.
Also, well, I'll go into this one real quick. I never read the toy bios or the comics, so I'm just going by the movies. That's why I went on that and not by what, all that is canon, just by what was in the first 3 movies.
They also go on to say, I think the Fallen had more significance in the plan since he was leader of the Decepticons for so long. But other than that, this is a good theory that makes TBE films more coherent. Also avoid TF5. It actually makes the first 3 worse and gives Sam's character a horrible ending.
Yeah, I like I said in the original video, I want nothing more than to not watch the 5th Transformers movie. But I feel like because I've gone this far into the series, I've got to see it through. Hopefully this and then the Bumblebee one will be the end, and I'll be able to say I'm done with the whole series. But yeah, there's no interest in it for me other than doing a video about it later. So, next one.
Okay, so I didn't start at the beginning. I apologize. Okay, so, and I don't know the acronyms. I apologize. TLN Productions says, the 3rd movie was always a guilty pleasure of mine, and after watching this, I think my dislike of the Bay movies has gone down. But that doesn't get rid of all the terrible things in these movies, including characters, humor, and humans.
Yeah, there's no saving the humans. I mean, it's just the way Bay writes humans. They're so off the wall, just crazy, some of them, and it's just so eccentric for the normal characters, and then you get these nut jobs that are in the series. I mean, it's look at Sam's parents in the 2nd movie. I mean, they were way out there, and it's like a little too far. I don't know what it is. I mean, Bay is human, right? I mean, you'd think he'd know how to write how a human being will act, but apparently all the girls are porn stars and all the guys are insane. So, there's no fixing that, and there's no fixing some of the humor, because some of the humor was just like, haha, like when Wheelie's humping Megan Fox's leg. I don't know. I didn't think a Transformer wanted to hump a human. Yeah. Anyway. Next one.
Okay, Nathan Simmons says the first 3 were good. They should have stopped there.
Yes.
AOE and TOK were such a waste.
Yeah. Yeah, Age of Extinction is in my top 10 worst movies of all time. So I have zero hope for last night. But I'm going to watch it. Next.
Okay. Pursued Mist 521 says, me personally, my favorite is Dark of the Moon, my absolute favorite. So many references to the G1 show and certain Transformers lore, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, see that's the thing. I really enjoyed like Revenge of the Fallen for that too. I mean, the Sun Harvester, that was in the G1 episode. So it was, of course, Devastator, stuff like that. And the originals, how they mentioned Space Bridge, and then of course in the third movie they used the Space Bridge and bring Cybertron to Earth. That was such a big plot point in a few episodes of the G1 show. So yeah, I did like that, how they actually able to use some of the G1 lore into the movies. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Next one, I guess.
William McKinley says, with the amount of writers that are listed for those movies, I'm surprised there was anything coherent coming out of those movies. I think they had shot all those different writers' stories into film, then cut and spliced them all together. This is very apparent in the last movie.
Yeah, there is definitely a choppy feel to it. It's like if they were to cut all the humans out of the story for the most part and just focus on the Transformers, I think you might get one full-length movie of decent storytelling. But yeah, it does definitely feel pretty choppy, especially and also if you think of how Optimus Prime acted in the first movie. I mean, he was an utter pussy. Oh, I don't know if we can defeat the Decepticons. Kill me and we'll destroy the Allspark. And then in the second movie, he's like, okay, I'll kill everybody. And he literally says, we'll kill them all in the third movie. So it's but yeah. And then you get to Age of Extinction and you're just sitting there so it's even the same movie? Anyway, next.
The next one is from Sayla Costello. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. He says, you have a Decepticon mind.
I do. I try. Also, I'm branded.
So is this car.
Yeah, I got 2 on my car. And then I also got Predacons too, so. And Transformers Prime Predacon. So I'm full on Decepticon. Fuck that, bots. Next one.
Churro Man NSW says, I think we need a rant of the week about movie toy line unless you have already discussed it.
I'm sure I've discussed it at one point or another, but I'm always happy to rant about that because that was the second worst toy line in my opinion since the inception of Transformers. The worst for me has been Beast Machines. That was awful. But yeah, the movies definitely. Oof. I mean, and it was such a hit and miss too. It's some of them are great, some of them are absolute garbage, and then you get into the missing character category. And it's ugh. But yeah, it could definitely be a rant of the week in the near future. Next one.
Okay. Daniel McLean says, don't watch The Last Night. Save your brain cells for something you can actually enjoy.
I know. I don't want to. Originally, what I wanted to do was actually do a reaction video of the entire movie, but I'm pretty sure YouTube copyright rules will stop me from doing that. I was actually going to split it up into episodes, The Last Night Part 1, and just watch me watch the movie for the first time, but I don't think I can get away with it. Otherwise I totally would. I'm really not looking forward to enjoying this at all. But I will enjoy the rant. Next.
Chris Wu says, good friends don't tell his friends to see TLK.
I know, but it's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Casey Fleming says what 2015 RID does to TF Prime is what AOE and TLK does for the first 3 movies.
Yeah, I can definitely easily see that coming. You get something good for a little while, and then it just total crap afterwards. It's the same can almost be said about Beast Machines to Beast Wars. If you're into the Beast Wars category, I enjoyed Beast Machines, but it ain't nothing like Beast Wars. So, next one.
Okay, I know I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Dinobot Kiryu says or asks, is the Bumblebee movie going to conclude the base series or start a reboot series?
I don't know. I hear that that's supposed to be the end of them, but if it's super popular, I'm sure they're just going to reboot it and keep going. It's hard to say. I'm hoping that they're done and the new director can get in there and get a whole new take on it, because I'd love to see more of the like G1 style or something like that. And I really was dreading the idea of Michael Bay getting his hands on the Beast Wars, like he was rumored to. He was planning on a Beast Wars movie, and it's like, if the Transformers were humping humans back then, if you give them beast modes, I'm really worried. Yeah, really worried. Anyway, next one.
The same person, Dinobot, also asks, who do you think could direct a good Transformers movie?
I don't know. My mind would go right to like a J.J. Abrams, just because he does some really good jobs with reboots. Look at the Star Trek, and the Star Wars. I believe he did episode 7, right? Is that 7 right, Alex?
I'm sorry.
J.J. Abrams, he did episode 7, right? Star Wars?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I guess I could look it up, but I really don't care. That would be the one I would kind of sticks out, because he's pretty good with like starting a new lore while respecting the original. That would be the thing that comes to my mind first off. So I don't know if he'd be even remotely interested in something like that, but somebody like the guy that directed the Guardians of the Galaxy might make it too goofy, and we'd want something more serious, and Abrams kind of goes more serious with a little humor thrown in, which would be necessary if you're making a live action movie off an 80s cartoon, 80s toy commercial that was turned into a cartoon based on a toy line. I mean, you gotta have some humor in there, I guess, but after that, I don't know. Not another Bay, please. Next one.
Rob Strunk says, I actually enjoyed TLK.
Alright, well, maybe I will too. Maybe my expectations will be so low that I'll enjoy it. Like Wonder Woman. Next.
Okay, another one I'm going to pronounce incorrectly, so I'm sorry. Eric ZeroNeck says, you may have inadvertently tied up another plot point between the original trilogy and The Last Night. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. The movie's a shitstorm, but there is a point that the movie never explains or resolves. I'm not spoiling anything because it's the first thing brought up in the film. I almost said unicorn. That's not what this says.
Unicron.
Unicron, okay. He's emerging out of Earth, going along with Sentinel's plan. What if Sentinel realized the Autobots were losing? Desperate to not only save the Transformers and Cybertron, part of Sentinel's plan was to trick the Decepticons into destroying our sun and killing Unicron once and for all. Like you said, it's not a coincidence that all these Cybertronian doodads show up here.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch it and see. And yeah, I didn't know. I kind of thought I heard the possibility that Unicron was Earth or coming from Earth, and so it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna copy Transformers Prime on that aspect. But I guess, I mean, they always copy something from the original show, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait and see until I see it, and then I don't know. To me, it seems like the first three had like almost a coherent plot throughout the whole thing, and then once you get an Age of Extinction, it just all unravels. It just random, like you said, shitstorms. So anyway, I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. Next.
ImpossiblePie says, didn't like the first one, never bothered with the rest.
To each their own. I mean, that's how I felt about the RID sequel to Prime. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I'm like, and I'm done. And I made about 30 seconds into the Combiner Wars episode. I'm like, okay, tried it. Moving on. So. Next.
Last one is from Joseph Flanagan. I'm sorry that you have to watch TLK. It's hot garbage. Makes no sense. If you are like me, you will throw something like the TV during the movie.
I hope I don't break my TV. I stole that TV fair and square. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. It's like I'm not looking forward to the movie, but I'm looking forward to the aftermath of the movie, the rant, because I know there's going to be a rant about it afterwards, because that's what I do. So yeah, not looking forward to it. But anyway, so yeah, there's all the viewer comments. I mean, kind of thankful that there was only 19. I'm a little tired, but sometimes there's like 30 or 40. It's like, whew. And then I have to just kind of scroll through the top ones. But yeah, so some point this week I'll watch the 3rd one, rewatch the 4th one, watch the 5th one, and then we'll have a discussion about it next week. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I guess that's it.